It's changed a little bit. That's interesting. I've never seen this studio mode. I wonder what that's all about. Anyways, let's go ahead. I'm gonna try to do a live edit for you guys of the Assassin's Creed trailer. And I've tried doing this before with Final Cut, so it didn't work so well last time, but it's a small trailer this time, so last time I was trying to edit the Flash for you guys, or some sort of show, The Walking Dead, and it was just too much for me to handle. Let's see if I can read some of your comments at the same time. Since it's late, it's a late night treat for all of you guys. All right. So let me see, make sure OBS is showing what... Nope, it's not. Okay, so how do I open this one? New window capture, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Final Cut Pro. You guys should see Final Cut Pro right there. Yeah. All right. So there we go. That's all the cuts. I use Final Cut Pro for all my edits, for all my editing purposes. I think it's good. I think it's cool. Oh, my stomach hurts. Okay. Live death battle reaction? No, that's not what I wanted. Oops. Why why does it say live death battle reaction? Okay. Well, if anybody joins in, explain to them it's not a live death battle reaction. I don't want to spend time editing that right now, so we're just editing Assassin's Creed right now. Alright, so I have all my stuff usually organized on the side here, and I'm just gonna... my reaction stuff all goes right here. As you guys can tell, there's a lot of stuff that I hadn't done in a long time. So things that I need to edit or whatever, but I haven't. So Daredevil, the Game of Thrones reactions, Hot Toys events, intro. I keep all my intros over here because that's the stuff that I go to the most, the most often and such. Here's the top 5. You guys know what this is, right? Oh, that one doesn't work for some reason. Okay. Anyways, and you guys already know. And here's the original, you guys remember. I love it. Alright, let's go ahead and get the other thing going. So I just recorded 2 reactions, and let's get into the next one. Import. Oh, no. So we're going to just import the media. Simple shit, right? If you don't know how that goes. Okay. Alright. Double check. I don't know much about this one, actually. I played the game, though, of course. Assassino! Okay. So, then, after I go ahead and get this video ready, this video's ready to go, I find the place where I grabbed it. And recently I've been using Clip Grabber. It's usually the best thing for me. I used to use 4K Downloader, but it broke, and I asked them to fix it, and they never did, so they said it was fixed, but it wasn't, so I was like, fuck y'all, I'm moving on to something else. Next. So, you guys can see the trailer is right here, and I already know that it was the first thing that I reacted to today, so you just take that. Now before, I'm going to show you really quick the way I used to do things. If you don't have this ability, if you don't have the ability of syncing things, this is the way I used to do things. Like I take the original video. Who is that? Then I gotta find right where I start. Where I can find it. You get the audio at all. I don't know much about this one, actually. I put Assassino! Fox. Alright, so right around here, this will give you right here. This will give you a good idea of the audio marker and where to line things up. Now you take the Assassin's Creed trailer right here and you drop it right here. Okay? And then it takes some time, but basically you just go ahead and line the two up. You see these two audio pieces right here? And you just do a couple playthroughs to listen to see if it's synced.
Is that why Michael Fassbender is in it? Magneto? Alright.
At 6 p.m. yesterday evening,
Who is that?
you were executed
So,
and pronounced dead.
see, so you can tell something was off a bit. So right around here is actually where the trailer actually starts.
Yesterday evening,
Who is that?
you were executed and pronounced dead.
This is completely off. So that's
You
why.
were executed
There we go.
and pronounced dead. And pronounced dead.
So pronounced dead.
You were executed and pronounced dead. And pronounced dead.
It's a little off right here.
Who is that?
You were executed and pronounced dead. You no longer exist.
See, so now you can tell. Like if you look really closely, you got to use your ears for this one, like any sort of DJ. But if you look really closely, you can see the wavelengths are now matched up.
You no longer exist.
Who is that?
Perfect, right? All right. So that's the way that goes. This was the old school way. I used to have to do this editing on audio.
I know this song.
Prison.
All right, so there you go. That's the old way I used to do it. All right, and it took a while, but I actually did appreciate the heart put into that style. Now I'm going to show you the way to do it, the easier way to do it in Final Cut Pro. One of the reasons I fucks with Final Cut Pro nowadays. So you just select these two, Assassin's Creed and the audio here, the original video. You see how it's highlighted right here, right around here? All right, and then I just right click and I select Synchronize Clips, okay? Synchronize Clips, and there you go. I just name it something, ass, sin, Creed, reaction. It doesn't matter so much because I clean it up later before it gets uploaded. But now, so now what Final Cut Pro is doing is it's automatically syncing the audio together so I don't have to sit through it, because that was actually pretty easy for me to do. But there's some times when the audio is so jacked up that it's pretty bad. And you just open that new file in your timeline and ta-da, you have it ready to go. Okay, I'm using Final Cut Pro. Now, I just slide over the toolbar to where the trailer is, shrink it down. Okay. Oh shit, I fucked up. Alright, it should be okay. Normally, you know what? No, hold on. I gotta restart. I fucked up. Hold on. Normally, because the original file is still, it has all the work that I did on it, that demonstration I was doing for you guys. Alright, there we go. Now we're back to the original one. Let me try that again. Okay. So, select the both for those two, synchronize the clips, ass, send, reaction. Sorry, like I said, guys, this isn't. It's actually not a reaction, death battle reaction. My bad. I forgot I needed to change the title in OBS or something like that. So YouTube is kind of weird. So it's not a death battle reaction. My bad. This is behind the scenes. All right. So here we go. Open this up. There's the trailer. Again, shrink it down. So there you go. And then this is the thing that takes a little longer. Like I said, it's good to stay organized. You go ahead and you take your overlay. Or I have something called an overlay. And that's where you get the Akasun like red logo thing right here. Okay. For trailers, it's pretty simple, but when you're doing a TV show, it gets fucking boggling. Okay, so here's my overlay right here. And of course, if any editors out there have any tips to make this go faster, I'm all ears. So there's my overlay right here. Shrink it down. See? Maybe you guys can tell, but the moment I started dropping the overlay in here, the computer, I don't know why, it's just a fucking simple PNG, but it really makes everything kind of laggy. Okay. Then, after that, I just go ahead and I double check for quality assurance, so to speak. I just make sure that my head doesn't get in the way. Sometimes I need to remind myself to sit on the side, like make sure I don't. So let's double check.
What the hell?
For 500 years.
Okay. Then I also drop another thing you want to make sure. In the other thing you want to do is you want to drop the audio here in the trailer, because otherwise what's going to happen is you're going to have this dual audio situation going on, and you just want to use the audio from the original source from the camera. So as you can see, I checked. Everything seems really clean right now. No problem. My head's not in the way or anything. And there you go. That's pretty much the deal. After that, I just add in an intro. Let's just use the default one. I'm fine with that. And you just want to make sure it's clean enough.
Akasun's.
I usually just start it right at the Akasun part. Right here. Jajan. Okay. Double check again.
Akasun's on its react.
There you go. And then we just put in the in slate at the end.
Maybe. Alright, let me know. Out.
Okay. And I have a Dropbox here. It's called, I forgot what it's called. Actually, where is it? Ah, here we go. Reaction outro. I have my normal for my other videos right here, and then my other one right there. Drop it right here. And I just take a sample of some other reaction that I just did recently. How about, something I just finished recently? How about, the Deadpool reaction was pretty good, I think. Just a moment. It's easier just for me to grab it from the, nah, fuck it. It's okay. I'll just take it from the original reaction, since I still have the file here. You open that up, you grab it, find a piece that you really like. Here we go. I know exactly.
Love it when I curse. Rampacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test. I like the new Ghostbusters trailer. I got some Deadpool Reacts videos now that those brothers aren't suing people anymore. Starring Freak in the Streets, but a freak web series. Yeah, commenters do say we're not as funny as we used to be. Now, comedians in cars getting coffee? That's a show
Alright. As you can see, it's starting to break now, recently. So this is actually not the easiest way to go about doing it this way, but I knew if I was gonna try to import a new file while I'm streaming, it was gonna break the goddamn computer. So I normally wouldn't. I normally wouldn't do something like this, but whatever. All right, drop it down here. Okay. So now what you have here is an overlay on an overlay on a few overlays. We're gonna shrink it down a bit. Yeah. Now you can see this looks like a fucking mess, but it'll come through soon enough. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, I probably should have done this a different way, but oh well. We are learning. So technically this file here is actually a little different than the original one, but it's the in slate. Nobody really pays attention to that so much. Yeah. All right. So let's see what we got. Now I'm just gonna trim it down a bit.
Well, there's your idea. Let me show you how it's done. Great. Just make it snappy. I have to crank out some names. You know, the bit you do at the end of your videos that we, quote, borrowed for our opening credits. Well, there's your idea. Let me show you how it's done.
I'm gonna just start at let me show you how it's done. I feel like that is probably the best introduction. Okay. Trim that excess footage. And here we go. Okay.
Great. Just make it snappy. I have to crank out some Deadpool Reacts videos now that those brothers aren't suing people anymore. Starring Freak in the Streets, but a freak in the sheets. Jack off, strung off. A TJ Miller type.
Good. And right there. That's enough for a clean in slate. Okay, and there you go. That's pretty much the deal, guys. That's how I do my reactions. It's much faster than all my other videos, mainly because I've established a formula that I can work with, basically. So I kind of, I've been doing this formula for a few years now, so it's kind of easy where everything's organized. When it's the TV shows, obviously it takes a lot longer. But as you can see, this is about the time, and now the wait has. I just have to wait for this shit to render, which is sometimes the most frustrating part of it all. Render. But if I could, I wish. It's annoying, but if I really wanted to crank out more stuff, maybe I'm debating on buying another computer so that I can do dual editing at the same time. So while one thing is rendering, I can edit another show or something like that. I felt like that might be kind of good. I know if you have a really powerful computer, I think you can use something called a RAID or whatever, and actually it's like having two computers in one. I thought that'd be kind of good. Like, what's the whole thing about having a dual processor if you can't actually do, but I don't know. I wish Final Cut Pro had that option where it could render while I'm working on another one. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, but the Assassin's Creed trailer was very cool. I enjoyed it a lot. Uh, Looking forward to more from that sort of deal. Anything else you guys want to know? Uh, Questions about editing or so in terms of videos? I was using Final Cut Pro X. It works fairly well. It's like a iMovie on steroids, basically. It's fucking uh, crazy. Um, Anything else? My computer is like 2 years old. It's a MacBook Pro, much faster than the iMac that I used to. It was um, much better, much better. Um, Although I sometimes miss my iMac only because I can't back up my computer right now, my phone. So, but I let my friend in Fukuoka keep my TV and my iMac because I felt he could probably use it a lot more. I thought I was going to be rolling in that YouTube money a lot sooner that I could just afford a new computer and a new TV. Nope. It's Brandon. It's 4:19 right now, almost 4:20. So I'm gonna edit a few more videos, non-reaction stuff for you guys, and then go see Civil War. I think in about 3 hours or so. All right, I'm gonna have dinner with Dante or something like that. Yeah. Vork, my bad. I'm not doing a death battle. That was a mistake. Yeah. Why all YouTubers use Apple Crack? I don't know. I like Apple. I've used the Mac just because purely because of video rendering purposes. It's been the thing that works for me the most. I'm not opposed to buying a PC. In all likelihood, I probably will get a PC in the near future, but I will stay off the internet for that for a PC. Just if I do get a PC, it would only be for live streaming. Uh, Maybe editing videos. I know Adam from Superhero News uses Premiere, so I don't know if I really want to teach myself how to use Premiere because I like Final Cut Pro how simple it is, but it does, there's little things like 4DX, 4 Cinema or something like that. Um, it's a little harder. Uh, Brandon, it takes about 30 minutes to edit a basic trailer. Well, not to edit. The editing only takes a few minutes or so, but the rendering takes a little longer. Uh, it really depends. Because my average talking time is a little longer than the other reactors you'll see or something. So this is 6 minutes right now. So I'd say it takes about anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, like that. You should use Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects. I've thought about it honestly, and then sometimes I go to the YouTube classes at the studio. Like I know some people use Premiere as well, so in all likelihood, I'm sure sometime this year I will be learning Premiere. So, Akasan, would you rather have to stop at every stop sign for the rest of your life or turn into a loaf of bread once a year? How long do you have to turn into a loaf of bread? Like 5 minutes? A day? I can't comment on this video and watch because I can't. Oh, Actually, I could open up that link, but I don't want to leave my channel real quick. What's up, Nicholas? Thanks. Maybe Akushin should do the webcam would you rather. What is that? Yeah. For a day, but you won't get eaten. Yeah, I'd just rather turn into a loaf of bread. And even though nobody would eat me, I'd be delicious. Carlos, check Deke's video. He put it up there. Let's see. What's up, Jumper? How you doing? Am I still live? Yeah. I would be a loaf of bread, sir. I would be a loaf of bread. And I would be delicious. And nutritious. Sourdough. Mmm, yummy. Damn, y'all are making me hungry now. I wonder if it's rendering slower because... Nah, then again, this is about the average length it takes. It's almost done, guys. 83%. You know what really will fuck you over, though, sometimes? Is the fact that your external drive runs out of space or something, and then you gotta delete a bunch of stuff and do it all over again. That's fucking frustrating. Very frustrating. $88 per... Damn, it's getting hot, too. The laptop. It can't take it anymore. So now you guys see, this is kind of the main issue that I have on a daily basis. I'll sit here and I'll be like, there's nothing for me to do. And there's not a timer. And there's not an ETA of how long it takes to render something. So I generally just try to clean up my desk a bit or do whatever. Like, yeah. Is I'm Dante funny? A lot of people tend to think he is. Yeah. I think he has some potential for the future. Yeah. Let's see. What happens if the computer turns off? The render would still be there, but everything's good. Okay. Akasan, would you rather is a web game where you choose stuff like would you rather see Batman v Superman or Fantastic? I'd watch Fantastic Four a hell of a lot more than I would Batman v Superman. Yeah, for reals. All right, so there you go. That is that. It is done. So you just simple save. And I just put it in a file that's ready to upload. And there you go. While that one's going, while that one's going and saving, I jump into my next one. So I did a Captain America supercut. Synchronize. Watch how fast I could do this. Cap 3 reaction. So while it's saving, I'm working on the other action right now. Okay. There's that. Ooh, look at that widescreen. Drop the audio. Bring it down a bit. Widescreen's always a little trickier, but I will see what I can do here. Maybe right here. No, this might work actually the best. Okay, then you get your overlay as usual. You guys remember. Drop it. Then pull it out. Okay. Then over here. Now for this, I have to hit the shift bar to change the ratio, as you can see. Get it right. Use some judgment. Oh, fuck. Okay. Widescreen, always a little tricky. Okay. God damn it. Okay. It's like a game. Alright. Whew. My eyes. Fuck. Alright. And you can see the ratio. It is a little strange. Alright. And what do we do, guys? We do quality assurance. Okay, double check, make sure my head's not into it at all. You can see it's a little more laggy. There you go. Because it's rendering something. And I think for today's intro, it is Civil War. Let's just go ahead and use one of my favorite ones. I love. I wanted to use the other one, but pressed for time, and I don't want to. It's kind of hard to find it. I would need to edit. I would need to go find it. The one with the countdown or whatever. United, we stand, and that video's not that important. This video's not that important. Right there. Take that, cut it. Drop the, what I'm doing here is that you drop the audio, or you detach the audio so that you can actually expand it into the next video. Like that. And then, maybe. That's about right. Let's go with cross dissolve as your transition. And it should be right.
Akasan's honest reactions.
Yeah, that works. Okay. And the ending, since it is Captain America, it's a Civil War thing, we should probably just do that.
Alright, I'm out. Peace.
The typical in-slate one that I've been using recently, not the new. Then again, I've been using that one a lot. But it is Captain America. So it is Civil War, so maybe it's a good idea to keep going with that in-slate. The Civil War in-slate. I just grabbed it from an older file. It's easier to find that way. And drop it in there. There we go. So it should look pretty clean after that.
That's right. Alright, I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, that's fine. There's a little bit of darkness right there that I should delete. But overall, it's right there. All right.
Alright, I've run out of patience. On the
News! Okay, so there we go. That's that. So this one will be rendering while the other one is saving, and we will have everything up in just a bit. Let's see. I guess what I could do is make a nice thumbnail or something like that while I'm waiting. Maybe. What should we do? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I understand. I used to follow the NBA. How many hours a day do you spend looking at yourself on a monitor screen? Probably 5, 6 hours a day. A little frustrating. Yeah. Yeah. I'd be down with a would you rather webcam game. Double Toasted, never heard of them. What do you think of Overwatch? Never. I've heard of the game, like just the controversy behind Overwatch, but nothing more than that. Yeah. Jump cuts are. I'm not. I have no. I have nothing against jump cuts. Uh, like I just know that I don't talk with jump cuts, so uh, the way I talk doesn't really give the idea of um, the opportunity for jump cuts. Like the way that I usually do a presentation or a review or whatever, for me has always been just like my background, and that's radio. So I've always looked at it like doing a radio show or a podcast show. Me and Chainsaw Reacts, I think, are very similar to that sort of that same appeal, like radio hosting style. So there aren't really many opportunities for me to do jump cuts. I know why people did jump cuts because they weren't very used to being on TV or on camera. So yeah. But I could see why sometimes they're a little bit overused at times. Sometimes. I think you just have to be a bit creative with them, and I think it's fine. Um, if there was a way, I would like to. I would like to bring up a format, a reaction format, a little bit more that would appeal for everybody or so, but it doesn't always work that way. Okay, so I think the rest you guys can kind of figure out on your own here. This is basically what I do every day, pretty much. When it's TV, imagine basically when it's TV shows, imagine it taking about 5 to 6 times longer. It takes about 2 hours to edit a TV show, like yesterday's Flash reaction. It took about 2 hours or so, which was kind of frustrating, but that's because recently I've been talking a lot more in the TV shows because I've been enjoying them a lot more. So yeah, I have Brandon. I'm planning like Tyrone and I. There's a project Tyrone and I have collaborated on. We are planning to work together on. I'm just waiting at this point. I'm just waiting for Tyrone to send me his files. But I have plans. If everything works out, if I can get some more of that YouTube money, I have plans to go back home for a little while to do a fan meetup or something. I thought that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. It'd be nice. Of course, Tyrone and I would work together if Ryan actually picks up his phone and replies back to his messages. I'd probably work with him for sure. Would be meeting up with Veronica sooner than later. She's cool. Have a beer. Of course, Jabby. I would work since he's out there, and there's a few other LA-based reactors that I'm down to work with. And I already told Cooley and Gator the dates I'm thinking about coming out there, so we were kind of talking about all of us sort of getting together or something like that. So, and I talked to YouTube Los Angeles as well about doing some sort of event. So that's cool. Blade GTR, it took me a lot longer back in the day. It used to take me like 40 minutes or so to edit a trailer, but once I started getting a format down, everything worked a lot better for me. Once I started getting a little more, and also the computer I was using was 5 years old compared to the one that I'm using today. All right, so that part is done. Let's do a looks like I'm not gonna be able to Photoshop this easily. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off this stream here because I want to make some sort of thumbnail, a nice thumbnail or something like that. So give me some time, and your Assassin's Creed trailer reaction will be up in momentarily. Okay, I'm gonna upload it. I'm uploading it now. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that behind the scenes of the reaction. And I will be uploading everything to you guys very, very soon. All right? You guys take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you next time.